So I'm just back from the gym and I really wanted to respond to this comment. It's a completely valid concern, particularly when we consider the impact of automation in the 70s on specific sectors. When we explore the idea that the 1% might just reduce the headcount to increase profits, several factors come to mind. Capitalism has been an effective wealth-building mechanism, especially during the Industrial Revolution. Those with wealth could leverage others' labor to significantly increase their own wealth. However, the crucial element in this system is the continuous flow of money. Wealth still needs to be extracted from people. Industrial capitalism operates on a system of checks and balances. You could theoretically charge £100 for a loaf of bread, but if no one can afford it or no one's willing to pay it, you still won't make a profit. It's akin to a game of Monopoly. If all the wealth becomes centralized, the game effectively ends. We can even quantify this. If the return on investment outpaces economic growth, money moves from the broader economy into the hands of investors. But to extract money from the economy, people have to have money in the first place. Consider Goldman Sachs' projection of 300 million jobs at risk. That's 9.1% of all jobs worldwide. It's simply not feasible to have nearly 10% of the population out of the workforce. In my opinion, it's in the best interest of the 1% to maintain an economic model that includes a mix of universal basic income and universal basic services, because you can't extract wealth from empty pockets. While I don't condone this extractive system, there are regulatory measures that we could implement to redistribute wealth. For instance, we could consider reversed interest rates to make wealth hoarding less profitable, but that's a topic for another discussion. The implementation of an AI versus human workforce highlights how the cost of something has become disconnected from the time that it takes to create it. For example, at the beginning of this year, I paid nearly £1,000 to work with a branding agency on my business's positioning strategy. Now, having gone through that process, I've developed an AI that can generate a strategy in seconds from a voice note at the cost of less than 10 pence a run. In fact, slight side note, I'm launching an AI application next week that creates a free personal brand analysis using similar principles. You can actually check it out for free at Bykov-Brett.net/personal-branding-analysis. I gather from your mention of lobbying that you're based in the USA. Trust me, I can understand the disillusionment caused by lobbying. I used to be involved with delivering anti-lobbying training. The US, from my perspective, represents capitalism on steroids, but many parts of the world have less predatory forms of capitalism. Let's take Singapore's AI strategy, for example. They are focusing on implementing AI solutions with socially acceptable outcomes to benefit from the productivity gains and support the population. Their aim is to reduce the working week and provide more universal basic services. This approach is particularly crucial for Singapore's aging population and its reliance on immigrant workers.